Good morning, guys. Um, just a little update video, something I haven't done for a while. I do enjoy doing these little talks on YouTube. I know I've got the Anchor FM podcast. I enjoy doing that as well. I just enjoy talking to you guys, giving you guys updates, how come, whatnot. So this is more of a competition update. My previous video, you saw that I wasn't planning on competing anytime soon. I am, having like a year off. I'm going to stay in the gym, train hard, build some real strength up, and learn some events. That's sort of my plans. But when it comes to competing, I was going to save it to 2021. But I do want to enter events. So stuff like there's deadlift events here, there, and everywhere. There's like 1 rep max events. There's my local strongman gym. Every August I do a truck pull event. So stuff like that. And I put my name down for an event on the 1st of February 2020, which is a max log event. If you guys don't know, I enjoyed log pressing. My favourite event to train. It's my favourite event to watch. There's something about log press just streams strongman to me. I know you got your deadlift and that sort of thing, but I just love log pressing. Again, I've not really trained it since June, since I've done my competition, and that was just for reps. The thing with training for that one was I had to get 80 kilo for reps, and when I first started training, I was very weak, so I had to try to build up that strength to the 80 kilo mark before I started doing it for reps. And during that time, near the end of the training cycle for that, I thought I'd have a go at my 1 rep max. I got 92 kilo, I think it was. The log that I was using was a weird weight. It was 18 kilo, so you could never get it spot on. So I done it for 18 for 92 kilo, something like that, whatnot. It stayed there for a few weeks, and during this time I developed a formula to improve my strength, which I'll go into a bit later on. So this competition in June, February, sorry, is obviously a max lift. It was initially meant to be 4 lifts, axle, log, circus dumbbell, and a keg. But they changed it to just their max log, so that'd be quite fun. I've already started prepping for it slightly. I've done a training session just to get my body used to the movements, used to training that sort of tempo where I'm preparing for competition. Again, the weights that I was using was nowhere near the training weights that I need to be using to improve my strength. I just use it, like I said, sort of like a warm-up, so to speak. A few weeks ago, I was messing about in the gym, got 105 kilo log, so I know where my base strength is, so I know like what my minimum is. But my target to get is 120. I think it's doable. I don't see why not. As long as I train properly and recover properly and eat properly, I should be fine. Which brings me on to my next subject, which is this will be my first competition on this plant-based diet. One thing that I've noticed is that I've gotten a lot stronger on plant-based diet. So I'm hoping that will go hand in hand with my training, and I'll hit the targets that I need. So I've got 7 weeks till the competition. So I've got 7 sessions to get as strong as I can. I've already done my programming for them, like whatnot. Casual increase in the reps and in weight. All the reps should be the same and whatnot. So I'm going to talk about this formula that I developed that worked for my squat and my deadlift. My squat, I went from 140 to 200 in I think like 4 or 5 weeks. Same with my deadlift, went from 210 to 235. Again, I think that was even less of a time that was. Can't quite remember. So this formula that I've got is you find a target PB, and it should be something that's, I would say, 10 kilo above your rep max. So then obviously at that point, going like, oh, my 1 rep max is like 100 kilos, so I'm going to set a PB of 200 kilo or something like that. It's stupid. You need to set it a realistic target. The idea of that is 2 reasons. One, it's more achievable, and number 2, every time I've done it, I've gone above my target, so it's a bit of a better feeling as well, like that. So this formula is you get your target PB. So mine is 120 kilo. then you start your training at 80% of that 1 rep. So for me, that's 96 kilo. Obviously, the gym ain't got like a 1 kilo plate, so I'm going to put it down to 95 kilo. And you do 2 reps, 5 sets, and you have a long pause between these, like a good 5, 6, 7 minute rest until you're feeling 100%. Then you do that for 1 week. Then each week add 5 kilo to it, or as close to 5 kilo as you can. And that formula for me, I built strength fast. You know, my deadlift shot up, my squat shot up like and that. So it works for me. Like, there's some guys that I've told it to, some guys have failed using it, some guys have used it and then they've achieved their targets like that. So that's how it is. And obviously got the accessory work. Again, focusing a lot more on form. So your side darts and front raisers, I'm going very light on them. I'm starting off with 10 kilo. But I want to keep the form spot on. And I'm doing the rep ranges, 8 reps, 4 sets. Again, it's another range that works for me that I've always used to build strength up like that. It's some of that works. So I'll stick with what works in the day. Just going on to the log training. 7 weeks away. I'm obviously doing this 2 sets of 5 thing. And I've got it at the 6th week. I should hit 120 kilo. Obviously, nothing ever goes to plan. But if it all goes to plan and works the way I think should work, and the way it's worked before, I should be hitting the 120 mark around 6 weeks out, which then should leave me a bit of time to improve it a bit beyond 120. Again, you know, it is a low number for a 1 rep that I feel anyway, but like the competition is a novice category and an inters category. I've entered the novices with a starting weight of 80 kilo. I was undecided because obviously my 1 rep was 105. I don't know how big the jump is going to be between the weights. And then inters was 100 kilo starting. My theory is this, that I want to be competitive like that and come in, you know, get in the top 3 at least. And I think 120 kilo and novices will get me that sort of range. A lot of the guys that are novices are hitting between 120, 130 max. I've seen 2 guys hit 130 on their training videos like that. So it'll be difficult, but I think an average 120 is quite competitive at a novice level for a max. But we'll just see. Hopefully beyond that. I think on game day, if I get 120 and somebody gets 130, I'd attempt it. You know, it is what it is. So the fear was that I'd gas out, building up to my heavy one, but then I didn't want to go into inters. Do 120, be right at the bottom. Now I want to build some confidence in my lifting. That's my massive thing, like and that. So yeah, I think 120 will be competitive at a novice level. So then, after going into that, I should get this. I should do well in it. My training, like I said, I'm start Monday officially would be my first proper session. Monday just gone was like a warm-up session, so I just went through the exercises that I want to implement into my training plan, put some base levels down, so then Monday I can really put it on. You know, I don't think I'm not trained for a competition since last year. You know, and like I've not really done any proper training since June. You know, every time I go to the gym now, it's just a bit of like fun, bit of casual stuff. You know, bit of cardio, a bit of arms, a bit of chest, some light work sort of thing. So it's the first time I'm really going to be pushing myself. So yeah, that's how my program works. Is I'll be starting off with the leg pressing. I want to stay as raw as I can, only using wrist wraps. Theory is I want to start building that core strength. You know, I'm adding core work to my plan anyway, but I really, you know, log pressing is a massive. You know, your core's engaged quite a lot, trying to balance you out and keep you stable like that. So I really want to use my core quite a bit. So I want to keep the belt off as long as I can. However, the last set, I'm going to be going to competition standard. So I'll be doing knee sleeves, belt, elbow sleeves, all that sort of stuff to get myself in a good position to be used to, you know, the equipment, so to speak. Then after that, I've got face pulls. Face pulls is one of them exercises where people say, "Oh, is it a back exercise or is it a shoulder exercise?" I watched Athlete X do a shoulder workout, and he interprets that into his sessions. What I noticed going back to when I'd done 92 kilo log before, I started implementing face pulls. Because otherwise, I was locking out at the top, but my arms going back slightly and put me off balance, so I couldn't really get any more weight up there. I started implementing face pulls and noticed when I'm locking out, my arms straight, they don't lean back. It's perfectly stabilized. I went from 92 kilo to 100 kilo. So again, it's something that I've implemented before. It's really helped me out. So I'm going to do it in my regular programming. Again, 8 reps, 4 sets. As I'm going to do my front and rear down, my front and side doubts, just the different raises like and whatnot. Then going to an overhead rope press for triceps. Now you can do it with dumbbells, where you get the dumbbell behind your head and you give it one of them. And whenever I've done that, I've always noticed I get a really bad strain in the back of my neck. So I'm not doing it with dumbbells, I'm doing it with ropes. Plus with the ropes as well, I feel like I've got a greater range of motion. I can really work the tricep to lock it out properly. I've done it the other day, felt good. So that's something I've implemented into my training plan. After that, I've got front squats. Now, obviously, if you guys know, log pressing, when you're using that leg drive, something that I really want to start doing is incorporating my leg drive. I tend to try and do log strict. And obviously, that's okay for lower weights, but get yourself out, try and do strict, heavy stuff like that. So I need to start really incorporating my leg drive. The best way for doing it anyways is working your quads. So I do some front squats. My front squats each week is going to match the weight of the log. So I'm always, it's always going to be in tandem. Again, I want my body to be in tune with everything like that. So my whole body's got to be in tune with the weight of the log, so to speak. So front squats, face pulls as well. They'll be as close to the weight of the log as I can. Again, 8 sets of 2. I hate doing front squats. I tried doing them on the bar, hated it. It's uncomfortable and unstable, so I've decided I'm going to do it on the Smith machine. Bit more stability, and I can really focus on my quads. After that, another massive accessory for your log is incline pressing. Now, if you look at strongman and you look at log pressing, you will see they're quite, they lean back on that, and the logs cross front to the top of the chest, and they're pressing it from a lean back position from there. So that's really engaging the top of your chest to get the log moving. So big one is incline pressing. I used to do it quite a lot on training for my competition. Again, it improved my log quite a bit, but I'm going to do it with dumbbells. The reason I'm going to do it with dumbbells is my stabilizers have got to work a lot harder, especially when the weight gets heavier. Obviously to keep my arm stable. I feel like when you do it on a bench, with a bar, yes, your stabilizers are working, but I don't feel like they work as much as what they do doing dumbbells. So I'll be doing dumbbell pressing. Then every other week I'm going to incorporate kettlebell swings. Again, getting a leg off the floor, getting it to your lap, and then you're really thrusting through the hips to get up to your chest. So I'm going to do some kettlebell swings to get that motion, get the power, and get the strength in my hips and the glutes, like on all that sort of area, to really fit the leg up onto my chest. Basically, I'm going to incorporate every muscle group that I can for each stage of the log to really help me out. It's not a case of I'm going to go to the gym, put 100 kg on the log, press that for a bit and go home. It's going to be like really going to break it down, and really do exercises and implement things that are going to improve my log. That's a big one for me. And obviously I'm going to do core work. Everybody got to do core work. I don't know what I'm going to do for core work just yet. My go-to exercises are plank, sit up and hold. I used to do them at boxing quite a lot, and leg raises. I'll probably mix things up each week, like I can do something different each week, but I think that'll be the stable. I think planks are definitely a massive one that I'll be incorporating into my log. I don't do sit-ups. personally myself, I feel like there's better exercises to work your core than sit-ups. So yeah, so that's gonna be my training plan for the next 7 weeks. I'll stop training the week before the competition. Obviously, give myself, more time to rest and recover. My last training session, I'll be log pressing. It'll be a mini competition, so I'll be doing it from 80 kilo or up to a max, or until I get to 120. So if 120 is not my max, so I can do 120. I know I can do more. I'll leave it there. However, if 120 is a max, I'll leave it there. So I'm going to go up to 120, leave it there, and hopefully I've got a bit more in the tank. So I know the week after I've got something else left in me to go if I have to. So that's the plan. I'm looking forward to it. Getting myself back in comp prep mode was great. Obviously I got to look at my diet again. It's just trying to get the not so much calories, but get the protein in. I ran out of quite a few supplements as well, so I need to sort myself out, that sort of thing. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. If you want to see my progress, you go and check me out on the Instagram, BeardFitness91, Facebook, BeardFitness91. I'm going Anchor FM for my podcast. They do get released on Apple Play and Amazon. I think Apple Play, Amazon. Another one that gets released out again. Pocket Cast is releasing that as well. So then my podcasts, get on Instagram, get on Facebook. Obviously, guys, you're already on YouTube. So check me out, them guys. Obviously, leave some feedback, leave some comments. Get interactive with me, like whatnot. I love talking to you guys on Facebook and Instagram. Like now, I want to get more involved in YouTube. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and